And whose team is this? Is this your team, or is this your daddy's team?
Thanks for listening to the Dad Mode Podcast, common sense parenting in a politically correct world. Here's your host, Andy Carlson.
Welcome back to the Dad Mode Podcast, common sense parenting in a politically correct world. I'm your host, Andy Carlson, and Nick Carlson Show on the Twitter machine. That's a good start. I'm a father. I have no idea what I'm doing, but you and neither. They're chief, so let's try and learn something together today. Website is dadmodepod.com. Tweet at us at dadmodepod or just use the hashtag dadmode. Follow me on Instagram at Andy Carlson Show because we're starting that up. Yeah, do it. Nick is in. Follow him on Twitter. Nick's on. Hey, how's it going?
Good. Good to be here.
You mentioned that you like Muggsy more than your own kid.
Oh my God! Don't post it. Yeah, no. I love my nieces and nephews.
I keyed, but really,
yeah. Muggsy warms up to me a lot more than my nieces and nephew. They're at that age where my nephew doesn't really know who I am yet, and my nieces at that age where they know me way too much. We're like, oh, we don't care about you, Uncle Nick.
You're old hat, old man. Get out of here.
Yeah.
It's cute. When I take her to the childcare at the gym, they call her Miss Margaret all the time, and like all the childcare people like her. Now, I don't know. I'm like 95% sure it's because she's a good kid, and that's why people like her. But 5% of me is like, maybe she's just a complete terror for 2 hours, and then they're just like, oh, we really love your kid. She's so wonderful.
I don't think it's that one. I think it's because they really like your kid.
Yeah. Yeah, Miss Margaret. That'd be a pretty good rap name. Yeah, if Muggsy wanted to be a rapper. Or I feel like
sorry, Miss Margaret.
I feel like anyone can call themselves a DJ. Like DJ Khaled, I'm pretty sure has never spun a record ever.
Really?
All he does is do Snapchat, and then on songs he inserts himself in the intros like DJ Khaled, we best. That's all he does.
I only really know the name. I have no idea who this person is.
And you don't know who DJ Khaled is?
The name sounds familiar, but I can't tell you if they sing a song.
He's pretty much famous for doing for the sake of being famous. But he's not as ignorant as the Kardashians. I actually think he's pretty funny.
I'm looking at him now. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
DJ Khaled. Today we're talking about bribery versus rewards to get the kid to try and do something. And I had a very parent moment where I had to catch myself. I had to take myself back right before we started recording because Muggsy was getting ready to go to bed. She was getting her PJs on. She was getting her baba. And then one of her favorite things to do is just say nana for a banana. Now, Crystal always takes her, the wife always takes her literally when she says things. So, honestly, I think it's because it's the only fruit that she knows besides apple. So it's either apple or nana. So if the wife was is with her like all day on a Saturday, and just like she'd probably eat like 30 bananas. You know?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
She said nana. She must want a banana. Let's feed her a banana. We're gonna force feed her a banana. We're gonna give her a banana enema. There we go. And then Muggsy's got like 30 bananas all stuffed, and she's just like, at the end of the night, she's like, nana. Oh, let's make it 31 bananas.
And she becomes a monkey.
Yeah. Because I was, it was like right before bed. She just had one of those applesauce pouches, and that's got some sugar in it. And I caught myself. I was like, she said nana. Then the wife was like, oh, let's give her a banana. I was like, that's kind of a lot of sugar for before bedtime. And I was like, oh, holy shit.
Yeah.
I need to kill myself now. Because I in the almost 2 years of being an actual parent, that was the first time I actually felt like a parent.
By cutting her off for having a banana?
Yeah. It's not even like candy. Like, we don't keep too much candy in the house. And, like, when she does have sugars, it's fruit sugar. Well, when you bring cake.
I'm the bad influence. Oh, my gosh. Andy's calling me out on it. There's nothing wrong with treating yourself every once in a while. But, I mean, you're being the responsible parent. We're recording here, at nighttime now. Mm-hmm. And, it's before bed. I mean, do you want your children to develop good habits and, feed them some sugar before bed? Maybe not.
Yeah. Now, maybe as a reward, but a viral video has been going around this week, and it's about this father and son working on some sort of farm, I believe in Indiana, and the kid's a huge Cubs fan. He's wearing a Cubs T-shirt, and The background is, and we'll play the video clip. It's about 2 minutes. Audio is a little bit low. I'll try to bring it up a little bit in post. But the kid apparently was tired and was working with Dad all day. And then the dad's like, "Well, son, you ain't been complaining all day. You worked all day." And then they gave him a nice little reward. So let's tune into this. I always like stuff like this.
You know, I kind of tested you a little bit today to kind of see how you'd react when I knew you were tired, but you never once complained. You know,
The kid was on an all-night rager.
worked hard.
Videotaped in the background by the mother, I'm assuming.
What's wrong?
I think it was his sister.
What's wrong? Tired? No. Well,
They're just looking out at Wilbur. It's like, Wilbur's going to be dinner. Wilbur the pig.
Keeps you busy, doesn't it? So, this is something here that you and I are going to do, and it's going to take a whole day to do it. Okay.
I was like, "Oh, son of a bitch, Dad. We're gonna do Iron Man. I don't want to do triathlon." Oh, sorry.
So, do you want to do it? You
So
sure?
weird, out of context.
It's, it's like, "Hey, son, you want to go to Bonnaroo?" Bonnaroo.
You don't know what it is,
I know.
but you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
It looks like it was a camera cut.
Yes!
So this could have been somewhat edited.
Well, we saw the original video where
yeah.
it was a kid. He couldn't open up the envelope because
Correctly.
if I'm a 9-year-old kid, he should be able to. Like, I know that he can bale hay and slap hogs, but he should be able to open the envelope. So he just opened it. He saw it's Cubs tickets, and now here's his reaction.
Jump
Jumping up
in.
and down, super happy. Dad's happy. Everyone's happy.
So, has he never been? He might have. This might be his first Cubs game.
Possible.
So I mean, if you get,
Oh, no. Oh, I think that's the pig in the background.
What is it, Colt?
I think it's a kid guy.
Colt with a K.
Show me what it is. What is it?
Me and Daddy are going to Wrigley
What are
Field.
they playing?
The Cardinals, the St. Louis Cardinals.
Who are the Cubs' #1 rival?
Good.
Thank you.
Very polite to thank. And I'm sorry, that kid might be made fun of in school for a while.
Well, he's so happy. He's so happy. He's crying tears of joy. Even though he is crying like a little bitch. Like I might be a little jaded because I've never been that happy ever in my life. Like even when Muggsy was born, I was more like, all right,
Here comes the debt.
all right. $250,000 coming out of that pipe right there.
That pipe.
Now we got in this a little bit, but I watched the live birth of Muggsy, and it was a very traditional birth, and it was it was like Andy Dufresne at the end of Shawshank Redemption, just crawling through the pipe.
Oh my god, I don't want to know. Oh my god.
Andy Dufresne journeyed through a pipe and came out clean on the other side. But see what this kid did, and I think it's a really important lesson that parents and kids need to take to heart, is that the kid helped his dad all day on the farm, and farm work is no easy task, right? It's super hard manual labor, and he did it not because he was promised this reward, like the kid had no idea this was coming, and he did it because his dad asked him to, or is the right thing to do to get some work done. And getting work done and being virtuous about it, it's a good character trait to have. And there's a couple of schools of thought on this. Now there's parents that will be like, "Hey, I'll give you $5 to go clean up the dog in the backyard," or "I'll give you $5 to rake up the leaves," and that's all fine and good, except there's a fine line of bribery and rewarding. And when you offer them the $5 to go rake up the leaves, that's bribery. But if you have them rake the leaves and then you pay them, that's a reward. I know it's kind of difficult to explain, but there's a different mentality that goes into each.
There's a fine line there. I mean, because then you're also kind of saying, in that first scenario, I mean, kind of like us going to work, like I go to my job every day to get rewarded because it's a career, it's my job to do something. So I don't know. I get the reward part though, but I mean, bribery. I wouldn't use bribery. I can see bribery, but I can also see like this is your choice. This is like your job to do.
Oh, better analogy. Like when kids are at the store and like they're throwing a tantrum, if you give them some candy to shut up, that's bribery, right? But if you establish beforehand, hey, if you behave this entire trip and you're really good, you will be rewarded at the end with a nice little and if you're terrible and if you're acting up, you don't get anything. You get nothing. You get nada.
Yeah, I like that analogy much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Now, when you were a kid, like, what was the system on you?
When I was younger, gosh, my young kiddish ages, like toddler stuff, I don't know what they did for me. I'm assuming they just dragged my butt out if I was bad. I was a pretty spoiled kid, though. I kind of got a lot what I wanted, asking for something and kind of getting it with little work at all. And which is a terrible thing to think about now, just because, how terribly I am now. Kind of expecting so many things with minimal work.
Yeah, they raised you to be a Democrat. Ayo.
Oh, ayo.
Yeah. Did you have any chores growing up?
Kind of a free for all. Kind of take care of yourself. If I cooked, you took care of.
But did you have any
messes.
change out the cat's litter and then we'll give you $10 at the end of the week?
Not really. It wasn't really like a do chores, get money. It was kind of if I needed money, my parents would give me stuff, but I mean, it was kind of just expected that I do chores randomly. It wasn't consistent. It was usually like, at the end of summer when it was state fair stuff, it was like, oh, Nick, you better do a bunch of chores prior to that, kind of thing. I like be really good before.
Wait, so that was your actual Christmas, not Christmas, but State Fair Christmas.
Yeah, to a point it was.
You got to be good, otherwise State Fair, Babe the Blue Ox would be like, have you been admirable or impish?
I bought a lot of fun toys at the State Fair.
I feel like fair toys are such a waste.
When you're a kid, it's not. When you're a kid, it is definitely not.
Yeah. For me, it was kind of a hybrid. Mostly, like I had a set chore list, and it was expected. It wasn't like, hey, $5 here, $5 there, but it was like mow the lawn, take care of the cat box, let the dog out, clean up dog stuff, keep your room clean, and then that was led up to $20 a week or something like that. And that's more the reward angle. And there are some weeks I didn't get the $20. And I don't know. It eventually just became ingrained where I didn't even think about it, where the money was almost secondary, and it's like, oh, this is just routine. This is just what we do. Because if you get kids to do good behavior for the sake of money or reward, not reward, but for monetary gain, then they don't act. They don't work. They don't put in. They don't act well. They don't be good just for the sake of being good, and understand that's a virtue in itself.
What age would you start kids at doing this? Because I feel like Muggsy right now is in that age where she's ready for it. But would you try?
Muggsy, go change the oil on the van. I would say as soon as they're old enough to start retaining it, probably like 5, 6. Start them off small. Be like, hey, gosh,
put the toys in the back of the bin.
Oh yeah. Clean up your toys. And then you'll get ice cream or something like that.
Okay. So it's not just financial. Maybe it's like a tasty treat for like a.
Yeah, or going to Valley Fair, a weekend during the summer or something like that. Or this is always good. For grades, my grandpa would always give me X amount per A.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. And except the crusty old man, he wouldn't give me the money. He would save it, and then I got it all when I went to college, which was nice. It went pretty quick because even though I got a lot of A's, college was fun. Because I think it grew because it started when in like 7th grade, when grades actually start counting for something. And I think it started off at $20 an A, and then eventually got up to $50 an A.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I still got B's sometimes. Because high school is like easy as shit, right?
Yeah.
I probably got, it was all A's or B's. It was probably like 85% A's.
Okay.
Yeah, throughout.
Yeah, that sounds like my career.
Yeah, because once you get the kids in the groove, like eventually it was definitely about the bribery. Like in 7th grade, even though I was getting good grades, that was always in the back of my mind because $20 an A, I could make $100 right now. That'd be great. Although in 6 years of inflation, thanks Grandpa, yeah, that's not going to be a lot of money, but whatever. And initially that was my mentality, but it did put me into a mode of, I have to go through this process of studying and doing well on tests and getting projects in on time. That was ingrained in me throughout high school, and not so much for college, but in high school. And then the bribe became the reward with the actions.
Okay, I can see where you're going with that now.
Yeah.
So for school and for work at home, okay.
Yeah. Well, it's like when you have a horse that doesn't want to haul a cart. Since we're going back to 1800 analogies for all of our 1800s listeners, you put the carrot in front of the horse, literally, and then the horse starts walking after it. Eventually, you don't need the carrot because the horse just knows what to do, walking, and then you adjust the behavior.
Oh wow, that is another good analogy.
Yeah.
See, I would worry with this whole reward thing, mainly as I said, someone who doesn't have kids. Who, for me, I would like to spoil your kid. I mean, I feel like there needs to be a line that's drawn then for having rewards, just because I mean, you like to treat your family out, just for no other than you want to take your family out and treat them.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, and as I said, there's an Uncle Nick who wants to spoil, like, oh, I saw this toy at the store and I just want to give it to you. I mean, there's a line, and I think it has to be clearly drawn that the whole rewards versus bribery versus, oh, I'm treating you right now just for something, just. Yeah. I feel like those lines need to be clearly drawn.
I'm not gonna lie. If you have a good family, a good friend base around your kid, you don't have to buy a lot of stuff. You really don't. Because I can't actually remember the last time that the wife or I just like straight up bought some toys. Like other than if we find a good deal on like some of the resale like Facebook sites. Because she's got birthdays and it's perfectly spaced out 6 months away from Christmas, and then there's Easter, and then there's blah blah blah. She gets presents all the time, especially from grandma. And yeah, kids are actually kind of cheap in the short term area. It's not like they're paying medical bills or saving up for college tuition or anything like that. Although that'd be nice because she doesn't need all these toys. Like she has a room full of toys, bins upon bins of toys, and she plays with maybe a dozen on a regular rotation.
That's clever that they can do it on such a regular rotation like that.
Yeah.
With all those toys. I feel like there has to be a line drawn though. Yeah. when we, as I said, I don't want to use the word spoil, but the kids are. Do you think it's right for kids to be expected to be spoiled every so often? I mean,
it's fine. This is going to have to be the new one in terms of bribery. So we have a Kindle Fire that we jerry-rigged up for kid mode. And, she's on there. She plays, like, the Pop and Bubbles game. She's learning all that stuff. It's like, oh, this is going to be the new frontier. Eventually, just like every teenage girl, we're going to have to ration out tablet and cell phone time. So that's definitely going to be the bribery.
Oh, yes.
Damn, I'm going to have to be that parent that changes the Wi-Fi password every day. It's going to be a pain in the ass. I'm not good at coming up with passwords.
I love seeing the memes where it says like if a kid has to do a bunch of chores today or something, and it's like from the parents like, if you get all your chores done, then you'll get the password for the Wi-Fi. Like that's the bribery. Yeah. Like it's evolving. It's the revolution of it.
Or it should be all the math homework. Like the password is the first letter or number of all the answers.
Oh yeah.
Except then we'd have to do the homework, and then we'd have to be right. So maybe that's dumb. It doesn't matter.
You're never able to get back on your password again because you can't solve the math problem.
Yeah. What happened? You used to have Wi-Fi. Yeah, we don't have it anymore because I couldn't solve for X. Yeah, but kids are very intuitive, and I actually don't mind it. I know a lot of parents are concerned, like, oh, our kids are getting too much blue light. They can't sleep at night. They're being antisocial because they're always on social media and blah, blah, blah. But no, that's the way the world's heading. Yeah, we're all buried into our phones. Eventually it's going to be VR and contact lenses, and we're not going to talk to each other. It's all going to be through social media. And, yeah, I would like my kid to be well-versed in it. Like, it's funny, like, after giving her the tablet for like a day or two, and then she goes up to the TV and starts trying to swipe things around, and then she's like, what the shit? What is this trash technology? How come this isn't intuitive? Where's the touchscreen, Dad?
That's pretty funny. I have an aunt who just bought a laptop, and it's a touchscreen laptop,
Yep.
and whenever I come over, if I bring my computer, she tries touching the screen on mine, and I don't like that touch screen stuff, so my laptop does not have it. And she's like, what the hell, Nick? What's going on?
Not good enough, Nick. Not good enough.
It is hard to draw that line of bribery and reward and stuff. As I says, I mean, because reward does, I mean, my job, I guess, feels like I'm getting a reward, putting in all my time whenever I work.
Yeah, except it starts out as bribery, but then eventually gets to reward because you know the value of hard work. Well, hopefully.
Are you going to teach the kid eventually? You are going to teach the kid to eventually do things and not expect to get anything out of it?
Yeah. Like, I'm sure there'll always be a little something attached, but eventually it'll just be like a baseline of, standard, that we believe in. Like, I was like the Chinese immigrant family that comes over and opens up the Chinese restaurant. Like, those kids from like age 8 are working the register. They got jobs in there, and they ain't getting paid. But it's expected from them to be part of the family business and work after school, after they get homeworks done, work on weekends, and maybe that's what we should do. I'm going back to Asia. We're immigrating back over here. Trump will let us because we're the good minorities, and don't take that out of context. And then we're opening up a Chinese restaurant, even though I'm Korean and Japanese. That's what's going down.
It's all generally somewhat
going
American.
down.
Somewhat American overall. But I don't know. What age do you think you said 5 or 6 for this?
Yeah, or it's going to vary. As long as the kid can actually, retain some of the stuff, we'll be good to go.
Okay, I understand that.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's reward, not reward, bribery. It's good. Yeah, not bad. Nick, what do you got coming up? Besides moving.
That's all my life is focusing on right now: moving and getting things packed up and cleaning. I should put Muggsy to work now to help me.
That's my move. Because
moving is it's a good way to like clean and kind of get everything kind of organized and kind of go through your life. If you're like me, who has like a giant closet of like random junk and stuff, so you quoting him, I'm cleaning out my closet.
But do you just discover that you're a pack rat?
A little bit, but not. I don't think it's as bad as like a hoarder or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am throwing stuff away. I do make trips to my work dump. Don't tell my work that I'm using the dumpster and I'm throwing.
That is theft of services, Nick.
I can't help it. My work is not using that full dumpster. I'm working together with my work to make more garbage.
Oh, there you go. If you want to support the show, dadmodepod.com/Amazon. You know what to do. Take it right to the homepage, bookmark it, hit it up. And also tell a friend. Word of mouth is how we survive in your mom and dad groups. Tell them about Andy and Uncle Nick and Muggsy. It's a good combo. The show is available on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and follow us on Twitter at DadMoPod. Me and Andy Carlson, Nick at Nickason. Also, catch me on Instagram at Andy Carlson Show. Website, dadmopod.com. But until next time, be a man, be a father, go dad mode, and we'll smell you later.
Thanks for listening to Bowl with Andy Carlson, Minnesota's 87th best daily podcast. Download the show on iTunes. Everyone's middle name is Jerome.